Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and/or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to put the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always seen. We want you to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to Pay for Playtime. We got your 6 at 6. Now here's your host, Shad Turner of Veterans Unite Podcast and the People's Patriot Project. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Hey, absolutely not Shad Turner here tonight. It's Andrea Eichmann here with the People's Patriot Project. We have got a wool on the lamb kind of show tonight. We are the guests, Mark and I. We're the guests. Scotty's here. I believe Tony's going to be stopping in, and we'll see who else comes by tonight. But I would like to say welcome and happy day after Christmas Day to you. If you're listening, we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance today. So if you have on a hat, please take off your hat. And if you can stand, please stand while we put up our flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, Peterson, for that that great intro. Derek, how are you doing, man? Good to see you today.
Yeah, he's there. Derek is here all the time. He's one a great supporter, helper, friend. So blessed. I thought you'd at least finish the food in your mouth before you
I don't think I actually tasted the food.
It was so funny. Scotty was in the back room. We can see him from our side, but no one can see him, and he's there shoveling away and everything. I'm like, oh, that's nice. And he comes on munching on his food as he comes on. It's so funny.
I didn't hear. Did you say where you went to get your food?
No product placement here. We can't afford that, and we got
charbroiled burgers. Love it.
What is that? What's the little guy on
Yosemite Sam?
No, Rudolph the Reindeer. Oh. Yukon Jack. We got Yukon Jack on tonight.
Appropriately. Nice. Is that a Christmas present you're wearing, Tony?
Oh no! I'm just I finally found my hat. I lost this thing last year.
There is no need for that thing in Alabama for sure.
There's not. It's hot right now. It's like 70 degrees outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's awesome having you here, Tony. Awesome having you here, Scotty. I know this is a weekend and holiday weekend where people like spend time with family, which makes this even better in the sense because that's what this is. Oh, we keep pushing the buttons together. This is family, man. I can't tell you how many moments I had yesterday with the number of people that we were just reaching out and just knowing that we are one click away from each other. Tony, you're one of those. Scotty, you're one of those. The list goes on. Derek's one of those. Andrea's one of those.
Trey is one of those.
And I hate even dropping. Trey is one of those. Trey Ryder. I hate even mentioning names because there's so many names on the list. When we talk about Adam Jones and Matt Strahan in Georgia and just the continuation of family. And this is not even I run into times where it's like, yeah, right. Okay. You're talking out your ass. I literally love it, man. It's a hard word for me to use, and a lot of these guys know it. I use with you all the time, and I don't know what's a word bigger than love because it is so awesome, and I know how tight everyone is, and it's not an organization. It is family, and family's an organization. You get tied up into that, but I don't know. I've just been blessed this week by all the people in our network and those who have reached out and said, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and just genuinely have everyone in their thoughts. And it's exciting. It's exciting. We've had an amazing, crazy 2 weeks of busyness, and it's just been awesome. But, well, we talked about on Friday. What were we going to talk? Favorite food we ate during the holiday?
Oh, yeah. Let's go there.
Yeah, sorry.
No, but I had prime rib. Kidding? I had prime rib and the best
rib?
cheesy potatoes. Yeah. Yep.
All
Just
of
me.
My question is, who else did Santa screw up on and actually show up at their house? Because I know there's no way in hell my kids were on the nice list.
and they,
but yeah, he still showed up.
Yeah,
What?
well.
They don't make the good list and they still show up.
At least they weren't on my good list.
I must have been on the naughty list.
Wow.
That doesn't surprise me either.
I think I made the naughty list.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah.
With a epic beard like that, you can't be on the naughty list.
Well, I'll give it a few years and get some gray in here, then I might be able to act, or I'll impersonate Santa.
Yeah, you can step in.
Then I can't be on the list.
There's one of those, and I won't be able to tell you which one it is. The Santa Claus character starts off as a redhead. I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Trey.
No, sorry to hear that, brother. I hope you're feeling well and you can get through whatever you need to get through. I hope you're not claiming that Santa is a super spreader. That'd be a very, very sad.
No.
That's damn
that's
Santa
no
Claus. Fauci needs to have a talk with that guy. He did not.
Santa Claus is
do it.
There was a disagreement in my house over the timing of things. Like, not me. The other party was saying, "Oh, it's a great time if you're going to get sick because you don't have to go to work anyway." I'm like, in my profession, I might want to be home for 10 days or whatever the rule is, not sitting here when I would have been on vacation anyway. That seems kind of silly. So we have a little bit of a divided household on that one. Yeah.
Tony Turner, what'd you get for dinner?
Oh man, we had spiral ham, we had sweet potato casserole, green bean casserole, we had mashed potatoes, we had all kind of stuff.
Cranberries?
The kids made little fingerprint cookies for Santa Claus.
Man,
they're pretty good.
What's a fingerprint cookie?
They're Yeah, have you ever had like a pecan sandy?
I'll say yes. It's like a sugar cookie with pecan on it.
I like that, but they're all just made from scratch. You know, the kids get to
Sure.
put a little fingerprint in it, and then they put like some jam in there. It's
Okay.
I've never done it. I've never done it till this year, but they're pretty good. And then I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like Tom and Jerry batter.
Mm-hmm.
I mixed some of that up this weekend.
So yeah, my wife made a big thing of that, and we've been tearing up the drinks with that stuff.
For those of us that have no clue what the heck you're talking about, what are you?
Well, Scotty, you don't get to be part of that conversation.
No, it's like a sweet, it's kind of like an icing almost, but you dollop it in like some warm, like you make a warm drink. Like we did ours out of warmed up milk, and then you put rum in it, and then you put that stuff in there. You just mix it up real good. It'll sneak up on you.
I never done the warm milk. We did the warm water and brandy. And exactly, it's like a scoop of kind of like, so it's like a meringue. If you want to know how you make it, you take egg whites and you beat them until they get to a high peak. You know, this is Mark Peterson talking about freaking food again. Then you do your yolks, and then you add sugar and like lots of butter. But it makes this, I'm going to call it like a meringue, but it's a freestanding meringue that you don't bake, and you just scoop it into the cup, and you stir it into the drink as you go, and you get it. Tony's mustache is probably a little bit lacquered right now because it gets a little stiff and it gets in your mustache, and it's a sweet hot Christmas.
It kind of
some people call it a hot toddy.
Yeah, to me, it kind of tastes a little bit like eggnog.
Okay. So
yeah, I can see that.
You say it's sweet and hot, a lot like Peterson.
Yeah, a lot like Peterson.
True.
A lot.
True. Unbelievable.
Wow, you guys are awesome.
Unbelievable. Shad, what was your meal for Christmas this year?
Well, my meal for Christmas. Hopefully, y'all can hear me all right. I don't know. I got a window open in the back and a kid. But yeah, so our meal for this year, I was at my dad's house for a Christmas Eve dinner around 1:00. And yeah, we had, your typical, we had brisket, because it's Texas. We had brisket for Christmas dinner. So we had brisket, mashed potatoes, corn, rolls, not corn rows, totally different thing. What pie? No, we had a pumpkin pie and German chocolate cake.
Ooh, I love German chocolate cake. That's my favorite cake.
So what was the preparation on your brisket?
Well, I did not cook it. Like I said, we're at my dad's. My dad did all the seasoning and cooking and everything. I know he put like a shit ton of some kind of seasoning on the outside of it, rubbed the crap out of it, and then threw it on the smoker. But here's the thing. Here's something that I wish every barbecue joint that sells brisket, I wish you would do this. Thick cut that stuff, man. He cut them into like 1-inch slabs with a electric knife. And oh my God, that was good, dude. Thick cut brisket slabs.
Nice.
Awesome. Scotty, what did you have for Christmas dinner? Oh, sorry.
Sorry. So that's our Christmas Eve dinner with my dad. Then we get back home to my in-laws, and we have basically a pork shoulder. I don't know how exactly he cooked it outside of saying it was cooked in the oven, but some kind of slow cook. Came out really nice, very good. Mashed potatoes, and I'll be honest, I don't remember anything else that we ate.
Uh-oh. Was that because of food coma, or was that because of other libations?
No, because by the time I drove home, drove like 4 or 5 hours, got home, and dealt with kid stuff once we got home because kids, diapers, all that fun stuff. My mind was pretty much shutting down by that point. So there you go.
Love it.
All right, I'm done. Go for it.
Fair.
Scotty, what was your dinner?
And we had a ham and green bean casserole and salad and all the good fixings. And we built a tower out of wine bottle corks.
Well, how many wine bottles did you uncork?
Well, enough to build a good-sized tower. We made a pyramid.
A pyramid.
Mm-hmm. And then my in-laws ended up going to church at 10 o'clock at night after building a pyramid out of wine bottle corks. So, yeah, I think they had a wonderful time at church.
It makes it a little harder to stay awake, I think, if you do that. But fun, maybe.
Good to see you, Mr. Gibson from Project Die Hard. Good to have you here, brother. Share with us your amazing culinary delights over the weekend. I had an interesting, and so I got to eat brisket 2 days in a row, and part of it was something I planned. Part of it I had no idea was even happening. Every Christmas Eve, our family goes and we stop at a place to eat on our way to where we're going for the sake of just us. And we stopped at this place. I won't mention it, but I had no desire to eat barbecue at all. That wasn't the plan. We go to a nice Italian or a nice Thai restaurant. This one happened to be barbecue, and it is what it was. We couldn't find a place open. That's a real weird thing this year where I'm finding a lot of places aren't open. Me and Andrea spent a whole night down in Nashville trying or we couldn't even find a place open. So we ate, I think it was armadillo burger at some place because we couldn't find a place, and we're not sure what kind of protein.
Didn't eat it.
We don't even know what it was. Nasty.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm talking to the young lady and I go, how do you rate your brisket? Because I am not only a food fiend, but I am like particular about brisket and barbecue. It has to be done. And Shad's right. There's a cut you have to do. First of all, I will never eat a brisket that's shredded. Never. I don't know whoever even thought about shredding brisket. That's a terrible, terrible, disgusting. That's gross. Maybe someone can teach me differently some other time, but and you can argue with me, and that's fine. I'll listen to your words. And she goes, well, we're known for our brisket. I'm like, really? Okay. They're in trouble at that point. And I said, well, does your brisket come with the sauce on or sauce off? Are you a sauce on or sauce off guy, Shad?
I am most definitely a sauce off guy. Because if it's done right, you don't need the sauce. If it's not done right, then it's nice to have it on the side so you can dip the shit.
How does everyone else feel on this matter?
I don't need it.
So, the thumbs up doesn't answer my question, Tony.
Sorry, I had my mic muted. I mean, I like it. I can go with it either way, though.
Okay, all right. And Scotty, you said what?
I don't eat brisket.
You don't eat brisket?
Un-American. My goodness.
This might change the definition of our relationship, sir.
I'm weird. Like there's a lot of textures
Clearly.
that I don't like. Like I don't eat steak because I don't like the texture.
Oh my goodness.
Steak?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I didn't eat steak till I was like 24. Till I grew up a little bit.
I'm 33. Am I ever gonna grow up then?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I just don't like the texture.
I'm 50-something and I just got here, so don't worry about it.
Once you try some good stuff, you'll get it, and you'll know. Me and Andrea, we were told that there's better brisket, but we had brisket down at Salt Lick down in Austin, and I could just pour a bathtub of that and just sit in it and eat meat all day long and let it. It was amazing. But Needless to say, brisket at said place would rank about a 6 for me. A little dry, cut a little too thin. I'm not against the thin cut if it's served within a meaningful time from the time you cut it. It's got to be cut to table. It can't be cut, then wait, and then bring it to the table later because it just dries out. So a little thicker piece, and down at the Salt Lick, it was thicker. And then, and I don't know why, we have a person that is now closely associated to my family who may not necessarily follow the same religious beliefs as everyone, but is involved and is engaged and wants to experience everything, but may not eat pork. And so my sister-in-law made a brisket on top of the ham for the dinner. And I've never had brisket the way she prepared it. And it was one of the most amazing cuts of meat. Now, it wasn't barbecue. It wasn't smoked. It wasn't barbecue smoked brisket. It was a cooked brisket that was in this gravy, and it was moist. It was delicious. It was beefy. It was nummy, and I probably ate my weight in that brisket. And again, just thank Lisa that. Oddly enough, said person who was involved with our family this year went home to eat ham with her family. So I don't know how that all worked out, but it is what it is. I'm not calling her out. It's funny. If she's listening, I think it's funny that that's the way it happened. But Jeremy Daniels, good seeing you here, brother. I have no idea what you're saying. And if anyone knows Jeremy, maybe you can help fill us in, or Jeremy, you can help fill us in too. Scotty, did you see Brian will make a steak for you? He'll take care of you on the steak world.
Well, we shall see if he can change my impressions.
Derek Iozio is a sauce-off guy. I agree. I'm a sauce-off guy. You can bring it on the side, and it better be pretty spectacular sauce because I won't use it in the first place. But if I need to use it to change the flavor of your meat, then that's a problem, and I probably won't be eating my brisket anyway. So, well, and
now, I'll throw this in real quick for the brisket, for the shredded brisket. I agree, it should be sliced nicely and all that, but there's always those little scraps left behind.
Oh yeah,
and those little scraps that are left behind, man, you gotta get yourself a nice bun, maybe a Kaiser roll or something. Throw those scraps on there with a little bit of barbecue sauce, because let's admit, the bread will suck the moisture out of the meat. So you got to put a little barbecue sauce in there. And that's some good stuff right there.
I do quesadillas very similarly to that, with just a little bit of cheese and a little bit of sauce and some peppers in there. That's the leftovers from St. Patrick's Day quesadillas.
Well, and that puts us in. People may want to know, why are we doing this tonight? And here's the truth. The truth of the matter is we haven't missed a show yet. And so we weren't going to miss a show. We didn't heckle or haggle or beat up our guests, any part of our world, to say, hey, come on. We want to make sure they're spending time with their family. And again, this is our family here. And we totally love being involved. I don't know if we totally love. I can speak for myself. Maybe not everyone else totally loves being involved. But last time we tried to take a day off, our phone blew up to the point where we just had to get back on and run a show anyway. And I thank Andrea for that piece, because she created that monster. We got a Facebook user out there, and that is Brian Paul.
Brian?
Yeah, I had a great conversation with Brian Paul this last week. Great conversation. He put up a post about who's your friends. If your friends are the people that are getting hold of you to reach into your pocket and get your contacts and expand their horizons based on your network, they're not your friend. And I just did one of my with yous with him, and he did such an awesome compliment. And I just told him I can't take that compliment, buddy, because of the amazing team that allows me to do what I do. That's the faces you're seeing on the screen. And we work together. sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's tough, and we're trying to learn and grow through each other. And we've always come out the end a little shinier than what we started the whole process in. But
they say you can't polish a turd, but they did prove that you actually can. So,
well, I think you and I are good examples of that, Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Andrea polishes up really good, makes us look amazing.
You guys are.
Andrea, would be all sorts of crazy.
I just like bringing you guys along for the ride. It makes me look better in my robe and my jammies.
Let's listen to one of I hate saying it. I'll say it. She is one of our favorites, but we have hundreds of our favorites. We're gonna listen to Jen Ford. Don't need a lot for Christmas.
Spend all of our savings on the bills. Maxed out all the credit cards on gifts for the kids. Use the same old decorations for the last 8 years. Now you're stressing by getting something for me. Don't need a lot for Christmas, just give me you. Don't spend all your money on high price gifts when a box of wine will do. We'll sit under the mistletoe, dance to Bing Crosby and Nat King Cole. Don't need a lot for Christmas, just give me you. Just give me you. We'll sit under the mistletoe, dance to Bing Crosby and Nat King Cole. Don't need a lot for Christmas, just give me you.
Woo!
What a blessing. What a blessing she is. How fun. And love having her in our family and in our network. I'm going to say it. We got the troll pounding on our...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
We do.
So, Jen, I haven't heard from Jen in a while. Is she still super busy?
What is that?
Go with it. Yes. Have you talked to her lately?
I
think
just
I
said
caught her
Merry
quick.
Christmas to her and her family, and
yeah.
And I'm doing this. I'm trying to submit something right now, so I don't know why it's dropping on my lap. Just talk.
Oh, that one. I got you. Jeremy, I contacted Jeremy. He's running. Danger, putting sauce on the brisket. Danger on that one. And I said, yeah, it is danger. Peterson asks for barbecue sauce, and you're serving the brisket. Danger.
danger.
Well, I would like to change the mood for a second.
Oh,
Yes, do please.
We're going from the awesome Christmas song to I do want to take 1 minute of silence for everyone that got affected by the tornado. It's only been 2 weeks. Those people are still in a really rough spot, and all the people that were killed during the tornado. So I'm going to start a timer. I want to take 1 minute of silence for all the people that are currently hurting. Beginning now. All right, for those that are listening on the podcast, that was a silent minute there. You weren't having technical difficulties. That was a moment of silence for all the victims of the tornado. They are still struggling. They still need stuff. We still have our link up. We stated before, any money that comes in through that campaign will go directly to those victims and helping with anything that we can down there. Yeah, sorry to change the mood there, but
no, actually, while the song was going, I was going to ask when we came back on, because we didn't script the show out. We didn't have a lot, but I was like, damn, we got to get Scotty on there to share his perspective. And we've heard it from you, and we know it's a hard piece to even share, like in a perspective of reality. And
yeah.
we'll give you a shot at it, and then we'll talk more. And we do have some connections right down there in the middle of it. The post commander, and I do not know right offhand the number of the post. Maybe you can help me with that, but we do have connections in Mayfield, and like Scotty said, everything that we get in our funding right now is going to be going there until the first. And we're not saying that it's until the first. We're guaranteeing that's what we're doing. Derek Aozo, thanks, brother, for being here. We appreciate you coming on and being part of what we're doing. Your family, brother.
It is VFW Post 6291 in Murray, Kentucky.
And the post commander there?
Brian Buchanan. Awesome dude. He is constant and getting stuff done, so he's a good connection to have down there.
Are we losing?
Bobby still there?
Bobby is not, and I don't. Andrea, are you having a hard time hearing Scotty?
I was, yeah. You go. Did your microphone come out?
He just kind of died out there.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything on my computer. Is it louder now?
There it is. There it's coming back.
That's weird. My I don't know what the heck's going on.
No, you went away again, brother.
Yeah.
Something Something is moving when you move, because it kind of sounds like a short out when you're doing it.
I'm literally sitting on the couch, not moving at all.
Now you're back. I hear you now.
It is setting on my computer, setting on my lap on the couch.
Okay.
So nothing's moving.
Right.
So I don't know. My computer is kind of old. It needs to be replaced. So yeah. Sorry about that.
That's okay. That's frustrating.
Tell us your perspective, what you saw when you went through.
Well,
I'll
tell you the perspective of my buddy that went with me, Ryan Null. He's not a veteran, so he's never really been in a war zone or anything like that. But his exact words to me was like, "I bet this is what a war zone looks like." And my answer to that was, "No, this is a whole lot worse than any war zone that I had ever been in. Everywhere you looked, it was just debris, demolished, everything demolished. Concrete buildings that had been there for 100 years, just leveled. So it's worse than any war zone that I had been in."
And this is kind of a different thing. And when I was in Europe in the early 1990s, I went over there to play pro ball, and they made these memorials where there were towns of 30,000 plus people. And the Bolshevik Revolution would come through, the Bolsheviks would come through and literally level the entire community. They would leave absolutely nothing there. Now, I don't get to see the aftermath of that. I did get to see the aftermath of St. Peter, Minnesota in 1990 when the tornado went through there. And it's just, people survive, and that I don't want to use that as an excuse. People survive because that's what we know to do.
Yeah.
They pick up with what they have, and it is a complete 100% inconvenience in every imaginable way. And you have to start paying attention to everything that you do, because it's dangerous to begin with. I mean, you just can't go grab water and drink water. There's nothing, and this is in the midst of wintertime in the United States, in a place that's supposed to be freezing, and it is freezing down there. It just happened to be in lieu of this piece. Me and Andrea were in Nashville same weekend, 60 degrees, and it's on the same latitude line as Kentucky, and
Mayfield.
It's just like they need propane. They need propane tanks. They need water. They need food. They need warmth. They need resources.
One of the things that I never thought about that we noticed, that we were told, is that a lot of the clothes that are being donated, FEMA and them aren't handing them out because they're used clothes, and they're afraid of bed bugs and stuff like that. So they've got piles upon piles of dirty clothes with no way of washing the clothes.
Sure.
I know Tide brought in a truck down there that had washers and dryers, but you're trying to do clothes for a whole entire community.
Right.
It's not even making a dent.
Yeah.
No. And we thank you for going down there, Scotty. And again, it's humbling to know that we just can't do enough. That we literally just can't do enough, and we're not doing enough. Even as we're sitting there talking about great food we had on holiday weekend, and there's people that are just trying to get through the weekend. And
there's a difference. We do the things that we can,
Yep.
but we also have to. One thing a lot of people don't realize is all the people that are helping, that do so much with volunteering. If they don't take care of themselves too, they will never be able to volunteer and help.
There's a piece of that. Absolutely.
So, it's both sides of it. There is things that need to be done, and there's more things that we could do, but we also have to take care of ourselves and our families too.
Absolutely.
To be able to go down and do these things. So it's full circle. I'm going to be taking another trip down there, and I'll spend a few days down there this time and try to do a
when
little more.
When are you planning on going there, Scotty? I'm
thinking about doing it this weekend because my wife goes back to work here on the 3rd. So I was thinking trying to go down there like Wednesday through Sunday or something like that. I haven't made it exact date.
For those that are listening, make sure you stay tuned. We'll be posting that and making sure that we have outlets. Bobby Withrow is not in. He's made it back to Texas. And I don't know what his plans are. We'll coordinate with him as well.
Yeah.
And make sure everyone knows where and what we're doing. And again, I will challenge those other organizations that claim to be boots on the ground. Put together your resources, put together your network, grab the people that are capable. A little 16 by 12 trailer gets part of the job done. Would we like to send a dozen, 60-foot semi trailers in there? We would love to do that. We're not there yet. Doesn't mean that we won't have a conversation between now and then to make something like that happen. We've seen people in our network who went down there to give bedding supplies. And so we thank them, and hopefully we get closer to them and we have people in those conversations and keep moving forward. It would just be so awesome to have the infrastructure available. And then again, you can't plan for the worst case scenario and everything. And you just can't have stuff sitting there stagnant. It's not like you can have a truck of water sitting there forever. But to be able to just call up and get the resources you need to make a deep impact in the lives that are struggling and suffering right now.
There was literally a guy that drove from North Carolina to Mayfield with the stuff that he fit in the back seat of his truck. That's all he had, but he made that drive.
He made an effort.
Things that he could do and he could afford.
Absolutely.
If you're in the path between Wichita and Mayfield area, you got stuff, I'm willing to stop and pick the stuff up to get it down there if it's stuff that can be used. So it's not like just because you can't make the trip doesn't mean that you can't make a difference in it. We can make
it. There is a piece working in scenes with this when I was in the National Guard and stuff like this. There's also a piece of those people that want to help. And again, I thank the gentleman who went there with his one truck of stuff, but there's also, you get hundreds and thousands of these people that are trying to enter this community, that it also becomes a security issue as well.
Yeah.
And so these situations don't always welcome the most civil of people. And so again, if you have stuff, try and get hold of one of the organizations. Again, if you can't get hold of an organization, do what you got to do with what you got. But then the organizations and our relationships that we've already reached out, including Brian Buchanan at Post 6291. I mean, that he knows directly where that stuff can go right now. And that's a start. That's building a relationship, and that's building a network, and that's taking care of those that we need to take care of. Thank you for doing that, Scotty. Gary Hine, good to see you, brother. Again, an unscripted show isn't necessarily what we always like to do. Andrea, can you give us, we did a Christmas family experience this week. Can you share with us a little bit?
Yeah.
And with your microphone on.
I'm just trying to be, quiet over here. No, I got a new computer, so I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of messing around. It was on the doorstep right before I came down here, so it's spinning right now, and I'm kind of excited. I just got some pictures from the family because it was kind of close to the holidays. It's a small family, a family of 3. There's 4 actually, but the older son wasn't coming home, and they weren't sure when he'd be around, so they're waiting. But I went and picked up Mom, and we went shopping for the family. And as most families are, when you want to help, they don't ask for much. And she was all about gifts for the 17-year-old daughter. And that was fun. My daughter's almost 22 now, so 17 is still in high school and has her first job. And so that was really fun. I don't shop at Ulta a lot, so I got to go hang out in the beauty store. But so yeah, good times, and we got all done, and we were finishing it up in Dick's Sporting Goods, and I looked at Mom and said, "Hey, I haven't seen one thing in the cart for you. You need to go spend some money on yourself." And she went and picked up some of the cutest and comfy clothes and socks and slippers. And so it was awesome. It was a good time. And then checked in with her. I'm sorry, I've been sleeping for a couple days. So I think yesterday I checked in with her, and then today she sent some pictures of present opening. So they're not from Minnesota, and the coats, hats, and gloves have already been gifted to them. But we kind of had a lot of fun shopping for boots. So, when you're not from Minnesota, I'm going to tell you, if you don't plan on spending much time outside, you still should have a pair to get to and from the buildings. But that doesn't mean, like, if you want big, heavy ones, you got to find something you can wear inside if you're not going to change. It's a whole fiasco. I'm telling you, you can't plan. This is why in elementary schools they have like the boots lined up in the hallway with towels everywhere. But anyway, it was so fun. It was super fun, and she had a lot of gratitude, and that's not why we do this. We just want to help. There's became a very kind of needs based, and so we had to throw some of the fun stuff in there as well. But yes, I want to tell them thank you for letting me be a part of the shopping experience. And then and then I took her to the grocery store and said, just whatever you're going to do for dinner. And it's funny, she decided on roast. It's fun learning what everybody does. We typically have spaghetti Christmas Eve, and then we have turkey and ham. That's kind of our Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter holiday meal. And so she did like my standard Sunday growing up: roast potatoes, carrots, onions, and then green bean casserole and some pie. She grabbed some pie. So yeah, it was, and then fixins for breakfast the next morning. But it was good times. It was very good times. Very nice family. It's not just fun to give, but it's a blessing to get to know these new people as well. And so, yep, happy Merry Christmas to them.
You're telling me that the Irish family eats spaghetti for Christmas Eve?
I know, isn't it? I think I started that when I was little. I said skebity when I was little. I remember those stories, but we didn't always get to spend Christmas Eve at our house, and sometimes it was a battle because we had to drive. So were we staying at Grandma Noble's or Grandma O'Connor's, or who got the more time? And I understand that battle as a grandma now. That stuff happens. And so when we did get to spend it at home, I chose skebity for dinner.
I have no idea what you're saying there, but that's
Spaghetti.
Yeah, skebity.
What's the family tradition that you and your family keep in the loop, Scotty?
On Christmas Day, this is something we started 3 or 4 years ago, but we go see a movie on Christmas Day.
What'd you go see?
We watched Sing 2.
Okay.
How was it?
It was really good.
Really?
What's the tradition your family does?
Honestly, man, like we really don't have any traditions. We just kind of play it by ear, I guess.
All right. I might get in a little bit of trouble here, but that's okay because
That's your
we
family
don't make
tradition.
it. We don't make a big deal about. And we'll get to Shad here. You know, we don't make a big deal about birthdays in our family. But there is someone in my household that has the worst day of a birthday ever in the history of life, and that's the day after Christmas. But we do go out, and that was something from when the kids were the youngest ever. There's usually one major Christmas release of a movie, and it happens to be either a Marvel or some kind of movie. And we did go see Spider-Man, and I'm telling you right now, they focus a lot on the feels in that movie. It is an amazing movie the way they put it together. But there's a piece of that we will be focusing on in with our organization because the name of the title of Spider-Man is called No Way Home. And it's an amazing movie. There's an amazing messages with some of the things I've been dealing with the passing of my best friend. And in this movie, there's some pieces that were like, okay, you can live in it or you can live. And that's where I'm at. I'm going to live. And the other piece of it is there is a way home. And it's going to be a play, but to all of our brothers and sisters that are listening to our show as a live show and as a podcast version, when we get that up and get it to Adam Bird, let's get you home. And we have a way to do that. I do feel that our Beacon series and our Lighten the Load series is a way to and I did kind of a circle thing there, but the movie is a tradition after the fact, but I wanted to really share. If you get a chance, go watch Spider-Man, and maybe you'll hear and see some of the messages that I'm sharing right now. Shad, what's one of your family traditions? Going to Shopko and going to
Can't hear you.
We're having some technical difficulties here. The microphone is on, but we're not hearing you.
Nope.
Yeah. Sorry, brother.
I think
We'll try it another
time to play it. I think it's a good time to play a song. I think it's
time to play a
what
song?
you were saying.
You got a song that you have in mind?
Yes, I have a song here. It's from Soldier Hard, Welcome Home. I think that might go with your message.
Yeah. Are you in the spot to throw it? Go, brother.
Music.
It's been a long time since you left, so welcome home. Deployed far away, hella long. So welcome back, yeah, welcome home. Welcome home, yeah, welcome home. It's been a long time since you left, so welcome home. Deployed far away, hella long. So welcome back, yeah, welcome home. Welcome home, yeah, welcome home. It's been a while now since you had to go. You didn't know if you live another 24. You packed the bags and your troops all went to war. Didn't even know what the future had in store. And no, I ain't talking about the weather when I say it's cold. Cause when a warrior dies, that's the way it goes. Cause in war, no matter what, yeah, you can't fold. Cause in war, people die, you cannot control. So welcome home, yeah, welcome back. And if you need a buddy up, I can help with that. It's been a while since you've been gone. Deployed far away from home, so hell yeah, welcome home. It's been a long time since you left, so welcome home. Deployed far away, hella long. So welcome back, yeah, welcome home. Welcome home, yeah, welcome home. It's been a long time since you left, so welcome home. Deployed far away, hella long. So welcome back, yeah, welcome home. Welcome home, yeah, welcome home.
The ride was long, hella happy
dressed up, you know it's about to go down. The homies got the bottle of Patron, straight to the dome, and they saying welcome home. Cause I've been gone since November. I told them not to come, but they probably don't remember. Welcome back party got me feeling like a star. Cigars, open bar, and a dude with a guitar. All my favorite people in one place, it feels amazing. Break bed and we say grace, I'm paraphrasing. I feel great, well at least for now. I have to leave again, but they always hold me down.
It's been a long time since you left, so welcome home. Deployed far away, hella long. So welcome back, yeah, welcome home. Welcome home, yeah, welcome home. It's been a long time since you left, so welcome home. Deployed far away, hella long. So welcome back, yeah, welcome home. Welcome home, yeah, welcome home. Welcome home, yeah, yeah, I gotta warn ya. Things are not the same, things change out of order. You may feel like the whole world's on your shoulder, but find a mission, find a purpose, or it's game over. So welcome back, yeah, and welcome home. Just Charlie Mike this life, yeah, cause you're not alone. It's gonna get ugly and at times you gon' feel alone, but keep your head up, keep strong, yeah, and carry on. Yeah, you already proven, yeah, you so strong, it's y'all I'm saluting. It's been a long time since you've been gone, deployed far away from home, so hell yeah, welcome home. It's been a long time since you left, so welcome home. Deployed far away, hella long. So welcome back, yeah, welcome home. Welcome home, yeah, welcome home. It's been a long time since you left, so welcome home. Deployed far away, hella long. So welcome back, yeah, welcome home. Welcome home, yeah, welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home.
Some of my favorite videos are the videos that our soldiers get to come home and let's see here. Yep, that's the one. When the young children get to see the family members that have been deployed, that gets me every single time. It's and just because our veterans and our enlisted and our first responders, just because they walk in the door doesn't mean they're all the way there. I'm going to tell you that right now. So be there to support. It was fun. Do a quick shout out real quick. I better make sure I use the right name because I know I'll mess it up. But and Andrea's going to yell at me at my pronunciation already, and that's okay. Oh my gosh, it's not Lightsey Kinnerley, who is a dear friend of Mr. Adam Jones. I think it's more than a dear friend, but she did her birthday post for the People's Patriot Project this last week, and she's raising funds for the People's Patriot Project, which again is a moment of that family thing, knowing that the man that is closest to her in life, who's a dear friend of ours, also runs a nonprofit called Feed the Heroes Foundation. And she's doing a fundraiser for us. And that just tells us how amazing our network is. And it was just awesome to give her the chance. We have this amazing woman who's out supporting her veteran close person. I don't know how to give the exact title. I think it's more than that, but we know them as family. But didn't necessarily sign up to be in the mission after the fact, and she's there helping support that man. And I want to make it clear, because she's there supporting that man, she is a pivotal part of that mission as well. Mm-hmm. And she's a pivotal part of our mission with the People's Patriot Project, because the gestures that she's moved forward. And I want to thank Lightsey for doing that. Big shout out. And shout out to Adam Jones and the amazing people he brings into his life who have come into our lives and that we always want to share these people that make literally our world turn. And the goal is to get everybody home, all the way home. And that might be even a nice closing song. I know we just did a back-to-back, not a back-to-back song, but and happy birthday. That's, again, we got to say, I mentioned she did the campaign for her birthday, but it is her birthday. So happy birthday to Lightsey, and thank you for everything you do. And is that a good one, or should we? So, okay, I'll put it up there, and I hate putting a vote here because I do also want to say, because we ran out of time, that the last 20 minutes went gone, and it is what it is. And again, we can sit on here for another hour if we wanted to, but it's not our style.
My vote is for putting up this awesome song that is on top of all the billboards right now from this amazing musician that we have on here with us right now.
He's right here right now.
Terrible idea.
It's like some red beard dude.
Where they at?
I don't know.
Yukon Jack.
Yeah, he lost his hat.
He's from Yukon Jack. All right, before we get there, that's a good idea. I think we'll do that.
It's not the space creature peeking on the other phone, is it? On the other screen. See that?
What's going on over there?
Spinning around.
It is. We have a dear brother down, and he's putting it up there on social media. We have a dear brother down in Nashville that is in need of your thoughts. We did mention him earlier. I just want to say, don't harass Bug or, oh my gosh, what is that? That seems like unlicensed material right there.
Ouch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love it, brother. Oh,
yes.
How did that happen?
Whole thing there.
Well, Mr. Turner, would you like to say anything about your new amazing song that we're going to be ending the show with?
Man, it's it kind of blew up a little bit more than I thought it was going to. It was on 3 different charts. It was on it's still on 2 charts. It was on the World Indie Top 200, on the Euro Indie Top 200, and it was on the US Top 20 for like radio. Mm-hmm. And it did a lot more than what I thought it was going to.
And it's not the end either. It's just the beginning.
Oh no. Well, it's kind of died down a little bit, but there's a lot of stuff going on out there right now. So, especially like with the holidays and everything else.
Oh yeah, so, I think we'll see a resurgence back onto the charts.
Oh yeah. And I'm still here and there. I'm working on some more original stuff. I'm working with a couple of different bands right now. So we'll see how it all pans out.
Nice. Very nice.
I need a musician to sit down with to put together a song that I want to. I don't know exactly how to write it, but I think there needs to be a song about the engineers, about the sappers out there finding the roadside bombs for a living. I think us crazy guys need a song. And
yeah.
I can't write it, so I just gotta find some beautiful redhead to help me write it.
All right. I'll let you know when I find one.
Okay.
I'll send it your way now. Nah, man, we'll get together and do something.
Okay.
Heck yeah, man.
Well, let's shut her down. Thank you for everyone who came. Again, kind of a non-scripted weekend for us. Just wanted to make sure everyone knows that we're here. We are the beacon of hope and the beacon of opportunity. We are here for those that need us, and we're also here to provide an opportunity for those who want to continue to serve or for those who never had the chance to serve. We've had an awesome, amazing year. We will see you literally next year. It might be a little bit more organized, maybe not. We'll see. We got some planning to do between now and then. And the bottom line is we know we're going to make a difference in some people's lives this week. I hope you get a chance to make a difference in some people's lives this week. And we have Tony Turner. with his latest dropped song, Blackwater Shine.
Way back in the woods down a Georgia dirt road where Blackwater runs and the muscadine grow. That's where me and the boys ended up most Friday night. Elijah Crosby was a good old man. He ran that copper steel with a steady hand. Damn, that was the best Blackwater shine. Blackwater shine on Mountain Dew. They called it corn liquor or bootleg hooch. It was made by the light of a full moon night. It burned a little while going down, fired us up while we painted the town. It was all about a good time. Blackwater shine. Locked that rusty truck in four-wheel drive to get through the cypress swamp past the gator eyes. Elijah made sure it was no easy ride. He sat outside with his old coon dog, his rifle held up as we came through the fog. We'd risk our lives for that Blackwater shine. Blackwater shine on Mountain Dew. Called it corn liquor or bootleg hooch. It was made by the light of a full moon night. It burned a little while going down, fired us up while we painted the town. It was all about a good time. Blackwater shine. Sit around passing the brown jug. He'd tell us about our dads doing the same stuff, same spot, same truck back in 1979. Blackwater shine or Mountain Dew. They called it corn liquor or bootleg hooch. It was made by the light of a full moon night. It burned a little while going down, fired us up while we painted the town. It was all about a good time. Blackwater shine. Blackwater